Hello Libra, welcome to your past love reading for December and January. So I wanted to do this reading for you, for those of you who are interested in a person from your past. It could have been someone that you were in a relationship with or someone that you connected with and nothing really happened. Maybe they ghosted you, maybe just everything just fell apart and you are wondering what's going on with that person, what they're thinking about this, feeling, doing towards that connection, what's stopping that connection from happening, the messages that they have for you, and if they're going to take any immediate action in regards to this connection. And that's what I will be looking at today. So obviously it is a general reading. There's a lot to unpack here. It is a general reading. If you would like to have a specific reading that talks about your situation specifically, all of the information about the private readings is in the description down below, so check it out if you want to have a private reading with me. The information about the cards that I'm using is also there, so please check it out. And I think that's it. Yeah, let's dive into it, because I got a lot of cards when I was shuffling for you. So when I shuffle, I usually just let the cards jump out from the deck, and there was a lot. So I took all of it, and we're gonna try to have a look and see what's going on. Let's start with the current situation and the oracle cards I have for that. We have longing for home, homesick for the stars, and like all of the zodiac signs got just one, but you got three. You got extra cards today. Portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. And we have the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay, so this is already telling me a story. So I feel like this person that you are thinking about, it's someone that you could have been in a relationship with, but I think what's mostly visible here is that this person is, you feel like this person is home. There is a like closeness between two of you. There is this energy that feels very familiar with this person. And I feel like you are missing them and they are missing you. However, there was some kind of big ending here with the great severing. There could have been, a conflict between two of you. It didn't end pretty. It wasn't like, okay, let's just move on from this. I feel like you were trying to make that happen. You were trying to make that relationship and connection happen, but it didn't. And you're left with basically nothing, and the mood between two of you is not great. The situation is not great. I don't feel like there was peaceful ending to this, but I feel like this time apart that was quite difficult. You can see that it's a dark place and quite empty, and there is nothing really there to grow. I feel like that severing that happened between two of you made you kind of reevaluate that situation and them as well. And I feel like there is softening to love. So there is you or them, depending on, what was going on between two of you, is kind of looking at this relationship and this connection from different perspective. A little bit more opening up to the possibility of that happening. Whatever was blocking this, we're gonna have a look in a moment. But I feel like things could be changing. With the portal card, we see that there is an opening here. There is a possibility of another chance and going to another chapter with this person. However, it is a bit of a wild card. So it's not... This is telling me that, maybe they're not there yet fully. So if you're hoping that this person will change and realize what they've done, or like what was stopping them, and the behaviors that were not the most positive towards that relationship, that were stopping them from fully investing, I don't feel like they are fully done with it. However, I feel like there were changes that happened that possibly could allow for, this coming back together. However, if this is going to be successful, it's still a wild card. So it could be your decision if they are coming back to you, and we're going to see if we see that here. Then it's kind of like you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what will be the outcome of it. There is still a little bit of risk involved in that situation. So let's have a look at the tarot cards, what tarot has to say about the current situation. We have Two of Pentacles, King of Swords, and we have Two of Swords. Okay, I do see quite strongly that one of you, and I'm gonna read it as this person because I kind of see it that way. We're very, this person was very defensive about this relationship. I feel like what was happening is like they didn't want to recognize the connection that you both have, that there is something there that they feel towards you, feel certain, emotion towards you. I feel like you wanted for this relationship to happen and you were taking steps for that to happen, but every step you took, they were taking a step back. They were really guarded towards that love and towards that connection. They didn't want to see it, even though I feel like they felt it. They even pretended to themselves that this is not happening. Very, and we have King of Swords. I see like this person is not really attuned to their emotions. They like to think very logically about stuff, and they like to make decisions based on reason and logic, which in love it doesn't always work. But I feel like that could have been also the reason why they were kind of moving backwards when you wanted to move forward. So that's what I'm seeing here, and I see that they're still a little bit in that energy of like, I don't know if that would work. I don't know if I should go for it, but I feel like they kind of feel like they should, and they feel that emotion, but there is this reason that is kind of stopping them. We have King of Swords, so that's the person who likes to analyze things, who likes to logically find a perfect solution to the situation, who are not letting the emotions cloud their judgment. That kind of person. So again, they're still in that energy of using their brain to decide what to do about this love situation. And I feel like with the King of Swords is someone who is finally deciding on a course of action. I'm not like too happy that they're using reason and logic to do that, and they're not really trying to attune to their feelings and how they feel about it. But I mean, at least now they're trying to pick between the paths that are available for this relationship. So one probably is just stay as it is and not to connect with you. The other one is to try and do it and go for it. And I feel like they do have, with this card, especially in this depiction, I feel like they have their goal in mind. I feel like they could be choosing in, December, January to focus on this and to go for it. And I feel like this very defensive energy and not letting themselves see this relationship for what it truly is and this connection, this is ending. I feel like that they're gonna find the exact path and the goal that they want to reach with you and this connection, and they're gonna go for it. But again, it's a very logical person. I don't see emotions here at the moment. It's just very, black and white. This is what I need to do. This is what I kind of want to do, but also this is the best course of action in that situation. Maybe they're also afraid that they don't want to screw it up after being so guarded and not wanting this relationship. And I feel like they're also kind of thinking in a way like, oh, and now I'm going to show up and I'm going to tell them that I want it, but yeah, I didn't want it. So they absolutely have reason not to accept me, and I want to avoid that. So how do I do that? Okay, so let's have a look at the possible blockages in this connection. So this can relate to your person. Some of those can relate to you as well. So you'll know best what fits in which place in your situation. I'm gonna read the cards, the names, and then I'm gonna explain to you the energies and the blockages that I see here. So we have the storyteller. We have hero, scribe, monk, nun, and servant. So let me go for those two because these are quite similar. Let's start with those energies. So this is not being true to you or themselves. It could be, both. But this is kind of pretending like things are different than what it is. This is literally altering facts, so not really saying things for what they are and pretending like things are different to what they are. And this is making up, stories and tales that are not true. And I feel like this very much aligns with this energy that I see here of someone who has very difficult time accepting what's going on and how they feel and what it is between two of you. And I feel like they could have been just lying, first of all, to themselves about how they feel towards you and this connection. But then they also, they could have told you that they don't feel anything towards you, or they don't want that relationship, when in reality they do want it. They were afraid to take that step and to realize this and to acknowledge this and tell you how they truly feel about this connection. So I see a lot of that. We have two cards, so this is probably the strongest energy that is here. What else we have? We do have the servant energy. So this is using the excuse of lack of something to stay in the same place in life, so not to move forward with something. And I feel like they could have literally told you that they cannot be in relationship right now because there is something that they're lacking or is stopping them, or they are not enough, or they haven't figured something out. Basically, they feel like they don't have what it takes to be in relationship with you. And that's what this card talks about. So with the hero card, this is kind of what I'm feeling is the shadow of that card is them kind of escaping from that possibility of having success with you and having success in love. I feel like this kind of, there are people who are very afraid of success because it's gonna change their life, because they are afraid of like how they're gonna feel about it. Someone who is a perfectionist also struggles with that because for them nothing is really perfect enough to, they never consider it a success. But with this card, I do feel like they were escaping that. They were escaping the chance for success. And there could have been like different things in life that they were into. They were trying to occupy themselves with different maybe hobbies and activities, and maybe they never had time for you because they were like, oh no, I'm doing this, I'm going there. It was never about like, they didn't want to place so much importance on that relationship because they were afraid. They didn't want to. They were afraid that they're gonna succeed and they're gonna end up in a committed relationship, and I feel like that terrified them. And they were telling themselves that they're not ready for it, that's not what they want, that's not what they feel towards you. But I feel like this is exactly what they felt. They just didn't want to realize that. Yeah, so with the monk nun, that tells me that there is some kind of issue and blockage if it comes to relationships and love and commitment. This person probably preferred to stay single, and the fact that, Um, the fact that they didn't want to be with you is not that because they wanted to have fun with other people. They just don't see themselves to be in relationship with others. They have very negative judgment towards love and relationships and connection with someone. So let's have a look at what they're thinking about this connection at the moment. We have Page of Swords. Okay, so we have King of Swords and Page of Swords. Again, we are again in this very logical thinking energy. So not a lot of emotions here. Although I feel like they very deep down they have a lot of emotions towards you. But what they're doing is they're using their brain. So again, with what they're thinking about it, I feel like they want to connect with you. They want to have that second chance. They want to see what you're gonna think about this now. If anything change, obviously with the Page of Swords, that's energy of someone who is kind of like planning how to approach you. They may be looking at what's going on with you or where you're at in your life. They don't want to take a step if they see that you're not interested in that, or if there's someone else in your life that they're not gonna do it. So I feel like they're first trying to figure out what's going on with you. Are you in a relationship with someone else? How are you doing? So they may, checking you out, asking people about you, checking your social media and all that kind of stuff, just to know where they stand and if that's a good time to approach you, if they are kind of safe doing it, because they want to take that step forward and they want to, tell you. So let's have a look at what they're doing towards I'm sorry, towards that connection. The caution, the heedful mouse. Yeah, this is exactly how they're behaving. They are literally analyzing every single step towards you because they're very cautious, because they're very much afraid that this is not gonna work. They don't want anything to surprise them. They want to be ready and prepared when they come towards you, and they don't want anything to like change the plan for them. Because I feel like they've planned it all out, how they're gonna approach you, what they're gonna tell you, but they're also very much worried that they're gonna freeze, that they're gonna get so like stressed and nervous, and they are stressed and nervous about this because they don't know like if they're gonna come towards you and you're gonna have that very cold energy and very negative, you're very negative towards them. They're not gonna know what to do. They're gonna be terrified. They're gonna literally freeze and not know what to do. So they're kind of like this mouse. They're kind of like planning how to come towards you, but they're also extremely cautious in their steps. So they're not gonna charge in, and just tell you everything at once. They know exactly what they're gonna tell you and how much they're gonna show you. Because I feel like they're still kind of afraid of opening up fully, because they're afraid that if they do it and you don't want to be with them, they're gonna be in this like losing position. Let's have a look at what they're feeling towards you. We have 3 of Cups. Yeah, so they want to reunite with you. They want to come back to you. They want to have that, more positive energy in that relationship. So whatever ended, that was a negative ending that left you to kind of like conflicted and not in a good connection, and communication was not there, and probably there were words that were said that were not very nice towards one another. I feel like they want to make that better. They want to make that situation better with 2 of you. They at least want to be friends with you. They want to be on that good side with you, They want to come back and clear the air between 2 of you. They don't want to have that severing and ending on a negative note and leaving it like this. They don't want that. They want to come towards you and kind of make things at least better, in that sense that you're able to communicate fine as friends, but what they truly want is to come back to you as, you know, in relationships. So let's have a look at the messages. There were a lot that jumped out from the deck when I was shuffling. So you have a lot of messages from this person. Not everything may resonate with your situation, so take whatever resonates with you. I surrender. Yeah, so if they were blocking this connection before and they were kind of fighting what they feel and you know, possibility of this happening, I feel like now they are letting this guard down and they see, you know, the truth of what it is between two of you. Third parties are interfering and manipulative energies. Okay, so third parties are interfering and oh gosh, I cannot say it. What's going on? Okay, so there could be third parties in, but by third party in this case, I don't really see someone as, you know, another love interest of theirs. I see it more like there could be something else that is stopping them or was stopping them in this connection. It could have been friends that were stopping them, you know, or they had something else that they wanted to do that was stopping them from this connection. You make me feel ways I've never felt before. You see, I feel like this person in general, they don't really use their they're not very open to emotions and using their emotions to guide them. And I feel like in this situation, they feel things and they cannot stop. I'd rather stay in my comfort zone. I think that was the message that relates more to the past. I feel like that's why they didn't connect with you, because they didn't want that risk. They didn't want to open up. They didn't want to acknowledge that there is something between two of you, and they felt like they didn't have enough of something to connect with you and to have that relationship, so they were kind of escaping into their comfort zone. I acted like I didn't care, but inside it was killing me. Oh my gosh, this is exactly it. That's exactly it. This is like pretending like they don't see how you feel about them, how they feel about this relationship. But they felt it deep, very deep inside. They felt it, and it was killing them. And also, how interesting, there is a guy here with the swords and a crown and kind of like King of Swords energy. So they were very cold on the outside, not showing you any emotions, any feelings, but deep inside, they felt very deeply towards you. You've touched the depths of my soul. Okay, honestly, that's exactly what I was just telling you about. Yes, very, very, very deep inside, there is a lot of emotion that this person has that probably is a little blocked, but you went right in there and they felt that, and now they cannot stop thinking about you. Okay, so let's have a look at what's the possible immediate action that this person is going to take towards that relationship, if any. So let's see, in the next 2 months, we have 9 of Cups. Okay, let me clarify this so we are clear on this energy. Why do we have 9 of Cups? Oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. 9 of Cups for Libra. There you go. Okay. Yeah, choices in love. King of Swords again. Can you imagine it? It's the 3rd time we see kind of a King of Swords. Okay, so we have the Lovers. Yeah, you've touched the depths of their soul. They feel it. They feel that connection with you. They very much feel it. they're still in this like Knight, King of Swords energy, so they're still kind of not showing it because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to show you that. But we have Nine of Cups here. Okay, so for me, those 2 months now, it's kind of still deciding and planning. I'm not sure if they're gonna contact you just now because they're still kind of thinking about it, considering it, trying to figure out how to do it, trying to make that decision in love. Am I going for this relationship, and am I going to, contact this person? They're still kind of just like in a stalking mode and planning mode instead of like coming towards you. They are very cautious about how they're gonna do it. So I'm gonna say that most likely it might not happen in the next 2 months. However, they have that happiness as a goal for them and in this connection, and they want to go towards this. They just need to make that final call and then push through it. So I feel like there is this portal, this opportunity coming towards you, and they're gonna open that connection and communication between two of you. But it may not happen within those 2 months, or they may contact you but kind of just small talk kind of thing. They're not gonna tell you what the real reason is behind them reaching out to you. It may happen a little bit later on, but all of this is kind of showing me that they're kind of preparing for that final stage and to reach out to you. They may not be there yet, but they're like literally just one step away from it. Okay, so I think that's it, Libra. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please let me know in the comments below if that's your story, if it resonates with you and with this connection that you're thinking about. I really, really love reading your comments and see that, this helps you guys in some kind of way, that this is value. I have other readings on my channel. If you're interested in that, have a look. If you're interested in a private reading with me, please check out the description down below. We can look at your situation in particular. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!